Hello everyone, this is Aaron Fitch from ATF Gaming. Welcome back to NASCAR Dirt to Daytona. Just to clarify, in case if you were not aware, I did a live stream about an hour and a half of this game last week Friday. So if you are wondering, hey, what happened? Why are you about a month into the season already? Why do you have almost $80,000? That would be why. We had a lot of success in both the modifieds and a little bit of success in our first couple truck races. So we're going to head to the garage and see if we can purchase any upgrades for our truck. I almost said truck car, and I'm like, no, that's just pretty much the same thing. But let's see. Engine obviously would be the next thing to get. So we're going to purchase the engine upgrade. That'll help us out a little bit, not too much, but it's definitely going to be helpful because we've done well at the shorter tracks on the circuit. We did well at Dover, and we did really well at we could have done well at Martinsville, but you'll have to check out the stream footage. I decided not to divide the footage up, so the stream was both NASCAR Dirt to Daytona and NASCAR 07. I still have some editing to do, but by the time you guys see this video, it'll be all edited down. I had a mini heart attack because I did this game first and I was switching over to NASCAR 07, and they're both on the PS2. I almost forgot to save, and I would have been so sad and probably would have stopped this Let's Play if I had lost an hour and a half of footage, and quality footage too. So we got that engine upgrade. Let's see what we got next on the calendar. Not doing the weekly racing series, so we have a truck race at Texas Motor Speedway. Ironic, since that's just where the Cup Series race was this past weekend. So obviously this game was made before the, reconfiguration that they talk about every 2 minutes on the freaking race coverage this last weekend. I don't know why they talk about that so much. Okay, that's loud. I forgot to turn that down on my headphones. Let's head off to qualifying. Probably a good thing that we got that engine upgrade because we've struggled at California, we struggled at Daytona, so definitely good to get some of these engine upgrades out of the way. We had now 18th on the grid. Don't really know what to expect. First time I'm racing most of these tracks in this game, so really don't know what to expect. I would think that we could probably run flat out. At least we could have before that engine upgrade. So let's see if we can do so here. That would be nice. That would ease the burden a little bit. We for sure can here, but I don't know if we were quite up to speed yet. Got only one lap of qualifying. At this point in history, there were 2 laps of qualifying, weren't there? Whoa, the car just kind of skated out a little bit there. That's the first time I've legitimately gotten loose on a paved track. That's a little different. Alright. We are in faster cars, so I would expect some of that to happen. Maybe it's the engine upgrade. Maybe we need to start looking at maybe getting a suspension upgrade. 34.0. That feels like a good time. I don't really know where that's going to put us. Fast forward here. 13th. Alright. Just on the edge of the first third of the pack. Rick Crawford is on the pole. I am actually, for the first time in the history of this game, going to tighten up the car a little bit. I'm a little concerned about how skatey that was when I was trying to turn left sharply. So let's just head off to the race.
Welcome to Fort Worth and the Texas Motor Speedway. With seating for over 150,000 fans, this motorsports haven represents racing at its finest. Recently repaved, this quad-shaped oval with 24-degree banking has become one of NASCAR's fastest tracks.
Of course, this track just had a repave right before I raced here. Of course. Well, this is probably one of the newest tracks on the circuit at this time. Texas is a fairly new track. Kansas is also a new track. Kansas probably isn't even in this game. Or if this game had a full schedule, it wouldn't be. I don't think this game has a full schedule, even for the trucks and the Cup Series. I think it might, but I think it's close to a full schedule. Obviously, for these big tracks, we need to stay in the draft as much as possible since we aren't really super competitive. Still a little skatey, but not too bad. It's nothing I can't control, but I was just like, it's a slight inconvenience. Oh, I just wrecked. Who is that? I don't even know who that is. Bobby Hamilton. Rest in peace, Bobby Hamilton. I'm sorry. Did not intend on doing that. But I did have a run. Yeah, and that little skatiness definitely helps us lose a little speed there, so gotta just be careful. Like I said, nothing I can't manage, but it's just a slight inconvenience that I would rather not deal with. But it happens a couple times per corner. Nothing too unmanageable. We're gonna get in the draft of Bickle here. Again, use the grass. I don't know why I used that. Grass really doesn't have much of an effect in this game. I haven't noticed. Don't really know why they're running so low on the straightaways. I noticed that coming into turn 1 as well. We might have a shot at a top 10 here as long as we stay in the draft and not do anything stupid.
Still there.
Key is the draft. Otherwise, we're never going to get up there. But we got 3 cars right here, so we have a shot at it. As long as we don't wreck anybody and we stay in the draft. Should be able to clear Bickle there. We do. We got Travis Quatful and Brennan Gaughan right up ahead. 2 guys that are still racing and are actually in the most recent game of NASCAR Heat 2. So it's nice to see some continuancy there with games that are separated by 15 years pretty much. So it's kind of nice to see. This game was 2002 if I'm not mistaken, because EA got the license in 2003. First game was Thunder 2003 for EA. So this is probably 2002, so that's the year after Dale Earnhardt died. So I just kind of put a big mark on history on that. Oh yeah, we got a pit. I almost forgot about that. Estimated fuel 0 laps. Again, don't really know what the 65, alright. We lost a little bit of time there. 1.5, no, not no. 1.5, no repair.
5 laps to go.
Actually put a little more tape on it, yeah. Probably don't need 1.5 cans. I really haven't gotten the fuel, strategy down yet. Looks like we're going to lose some time. Yeah, there goes Bickle. So we're going to lose some time. We got about a middle of the road pit crew now. Yeah, we're going to lose some time, but we know we have a fast truck in the draft. Probably could have survived with 2 tires. 11 laps of fuel. We can make it to the end with that, right? I would like to see how many... Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely didn't need that much fuel. Alright, let's get in the draft here. But we definitely lost some spots there. No question about it. But I think the majority of everybody pitted on that lap, so... We're going to have to go around one more time to maybe see if there's any more stragglers on pit road. Looks like there might be 1 or 2, but that pretty much rules out a top 15 finish for us. Well, not top 15. I was looking for a top 10. This guy tried to LePage the field, Phillips, but to no avail. But I just gotta get used to pitting in this game. That's not something I've ever had to do. And oh, somebody's just stopped. Fortunately, he wasn't on my lap, so I didn't get any positions off of that. But I don't know why there isn't a caution. But there are cautions in this series. Guess cautions are just as broken in these monster games back then as they were in the 704 games. Getting some drafts, should be able to pass him. We're definitely faster, but we just don't have enough time, I don't think. So is this guy still sitting here? Or did we get rid of him finally? Nope, he's finally out of the way. I would like to get a top 15, but that just doesn't look like it's in the cards right now. 2 laps to go. Actually, the leader's right behind us, so white flag just came out for him, sponsored by Cake Bread. But not for us yet. We're still working on it. We're faster than these guys. A lot faster, actually. But this guy doesn't look like he's on the lead lap either. No. But we still got one more lap to go for us. The leader's going to take the checkered now.
Last lap, car high.
Alright, kind of squeezing here again. Somebody not on our lap, which is disappointing. Somebody spun out behind us because we were kind of going 3 wide there. We got Ratner. We are catching up, but it's just too far away at this point. Here's another slow guy who's not on our lap, I don't think. Looks like a 16th place finish. Considering we were fighting for a top 10 before pit stops, not too thrilled about that. But I'm still getting used to the pit strategy model in this game. Rick Crawford wins over Matt Crafton. Not going to be a super good payday for us, but it's enough to pay the crew. That's all I'll ask, I think. Finishes like that, as long as you can make a little money off of it. Because obviously the big money is going to be on the bigger paydays. And the better finishes, which we've been able to do at short tracks. We actually made $18,000. That's a pretty good payday. I'll take it. Rick Crawford wins. I assume he's pretty high in the point standings. Yeah, he's first in the point standings. We're in 15th. I think we dropped 1 spot. I think Bickle, we were ahead of Bickle before this race. So we dropped 1 spot in the standings. Again, not too concerned about it, as it is our first season. We don't have any sponsorship openings, so we're just going to move on. Probably should have kept a few more sponsorship openings, but that's something we can learn from. Alright, we got a modified race coming up at Richmond. Richmond's kind of a mixed bag for me in the modified series. Don't really know how we're going to do there. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you guys so much for sticking with me in the last 2 weeks with limited videos. I appreciate it. Definitely go check out the stream VOD that I made from the stream I did last week, because we did a lot of stuff in that video. So a lot of success too. A lot of success. So definitely something I would recommend checking out. But we had a lot of fun in that video. I like streaming this game. I just wish more people watched it. So if you did not know about the stream, then that's fine. I will be sure to announce when I'll be streaming games. I'll always announce that in advance in the videos for the week. And I always put in like a 2 or 3 hour reminder. I'll set the schedule on YouTube. It'll be 2 or 3 hours in advance usually. So you can always check that out. That should show up in your subscriber feed, but with YouTube, only about half the things I do, since I'm a small channel, actually show up in the subscriber feed. So that's the nature of the beast right now. We qualified 3rd, behind Kausich and Hemerseth. So let's head off to the race. Not going to make any adjustments. And off to Alan Bestwick.
Whether under the lights or the bright sun of day, Richmond International Raceway is home to excitement. The action track, as it's known, combines the best of both worlds, super speedway speeds and short track action. At 3/4 of a mile in length, it's not unusual to witness tempers flaring at Richmond.
All right. Starting 3rd, I hope we get our good restarts and I might be able to make a charge at the lead here. And we do. We're making it 3 wide going into turn 1. Actually, we already clear him going into turn 1. So, excellent launch on the restart. Definitely puts us in a good position. We don't have to worry about pitting. I'm not sure how I feel about pitting. I'm really... Oh, that's the grass. Not really sure how I feel about pitting right now in the Truck Series. Because it's definitely an added challenge, and I don't really completely understand the pitting logic yet. Oh, I forgot to brake. That was my fault. Gonna protect the bottom, though. They can pass me on the outside, that's fine. Gonna protect the bottom. I broke at a bad time there. Should have lifted off a little bit more going into the corner and not as much in the center. Definitely had some better laps in qualifying. Getting on the apron is definitely not going to help. Soros has been doing really well this season, from my recollection. Again, you'll have to check out the stream VOD to make sure that I am correct on that. Like I said, I had a lot of fun streaming it. This is a chill game stream. Of course, if you watched the beginning of Season 2, you definitely wouldn't know that this was a chill game, but definitely now that we're having moderate success in the Truck Series, it's kind of nice to see all the hard work and horrible times in the Weekly Racing Series paying off for us. We don't have winning pace, but we can definitely get a top 5 out of this. Save us some points. We are in the points lead. I think we have like a 60-point advantage, or maybe a 50-point advantage. Again, gotta check out the stream to see how incorrect I am about that. But the top 5 is what I would like to save right now. So Anderson's actually, well, he was second in the points. I think I ended up wrecking him at some point in the last episode, and I kind of did it again. Alright, I'm just a wrecking ball right now. I came in like a wrecking ball. There's your Aaron music clip for the day. Hope I just didn't murder all of your ears. I am a musician, but I'm no singer. Not at all. So I hope I didn't just murder your eardrums. Trust me, I know what it's like to have hearing loss, and I really hope I didn't just completely murder your ears with that. I won't do it again, I promise. 2 to go. This has been a struggle. We know we're fast, but I just keep messing up the corners. Let's just save a top 10 because that's our sponsorship objective. We had to skip one of these races. So actually, I'm not positive where we are. And that was the last thing we did in the stream, was we had to skip a modified race. So I don't know where we are in the standings, actually. We had a pretty good advantage going in, but we had to skip because of a conflict. So, but that also eliminates our mulligan that we had for top 10 finishes. But we're going to finish 7th, by far our worst finish this season, I believe. I believe we've gotten top 5s and everything up until this point. So definitely not a good race for us. Richmond's just kind of a spotty track. We did lead a lap, however. So that gives us 5 bonus points. So technically we got about a 6th place finish, points-wise. But let's actually see where we are at the points now, because I forgot we had to skip that race. We had a conflict with the Truck Series. So we're going to have to hope that we are still in good shape. A decent payday, not a great payday. It's money, however. Yeah, we're not in the points lead anymore. Oh my gosh. We dropped to 8th by skipping one race? Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, this is the old point system. Oh my gosh, that's a horrible loss. We're not going to win the... How many points are we behind? 110 points about? 114 points? Ouch. Yeah, 114 points we're behind. Now, we know we're good at the end of the season. We have that road course. We have Martinsville. But, ouch. Championship might be hard this year. But we'll get one more race in. What is the next race? It's the truck race at Kansas. So that answers the question I asked earlier in the episode of whether Kansas actually was in this game or not. Because I know for sure Kansas is a new track at this time in real life, around 2002. I know for sure. This actually might be the first year that Kansas was created, or raced at least. I'm sure it was created before then, but maybe Alan Bestwick will tell us later on. But let's qualify. We're going to head out 9th in qualifying. Crawford's on the pole, 34.8. So let's see how close we can get to that. But yeah, they don't even have the casino here going into turn 1 yet. So definitely a new track by then. Definitely a lot of changes. You can say that about a lot of the tracks. Like Texas didn't have the Big Hoss HDTV because HDTV wasn't invented yet. Obviously, as you can tell by the low quality of this video game. Not low quality enjoyment-wise, low quality picture-wise. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. This is actually quite a high quality enjoyment factor. I think we can go pretty much full out, but we'll have to test it out here. Yep, pretty much flat out. We kind of got a little squirrely, but not near as bad as Texas was. This was a lot more controllable. So I don't think I'll make a wedge adjustment. Definitely a lot more controllable. So regardless of what happens, we're going to do a 2-tire pit stop to save us time, because I don't think tires are that big of a deal here, especially left sides. Alright, so we're about 3 seconds off of the pole, but I don't know where that's going to put us otherwise. 20 seconds, so not a good qualifying effort for us. Dennis Setzer's on the pole over Lance Norrick and Rick Crawford. How do I want to fix this? Let's put some tape on it, because this game, it really doesn't put a lot of tape on it to start. What would that be under? Miscellaneous, probably? Yeah. So we're going to put a little more tape, because I'm not really concerned about overheating. And let's head off to the race, and off to Alan Bestwick.
It's a perfect day for racing at Kansas Speedway in Kansas City, Kansas. This brand new state-of-the-art facility has brought NASCAR to the heartland. Although the tri-oval track design is not unique to Kansas, a slight difference in the banking makes this track truly different.
Yep, brand new facility, as Alan Bestwick said. And also, as Alan Bestwick said, not in any way unique.
There's the green flag.
Which is a very accurate statement. So again, we're going to do 2 tires on the pit stop, probably on lap 4.
Car low.
2 tires, probably only a can of fuel. I'm a little worried about actually taking less fuel, but as we've noticed, I'm not too concerned about fuel. So we're going to do 1 can of fuel and 2 tires to maybe help us not lose a ton of time on pit road as we have in the past couple races. Well, really all season.
All clear.
Just stay in the draft, and I think we're going to have a good day. Can't really bump draft in this game, as demonstrated there, but I demonstrated that more accurately at Daytona in my stream. So again, check out the stream footage.
Still there.
And we're going to lose the draft here, probably going to lose some momentum. But we should still be able to make the pass. There we go. We're actually going to try to get underneath Pragman. Keep forgetting there's a leaderboard.
Still there.
But again, lacking the draft. Oh, we got a little bit from the guy in front of us, but see if we can get a good run going into this corner, perhaps.
Still there.
I do have to let off just a little bit, but not much. Again, losing the draft, so he's going to get a run off the corner. pitting next time by. We'll also try to pit before everybody else. Everybody else pitted at least at Texas. One lap. Well, actually, when they went to 0 is when they pitted. So we are going to come in this time. I keep pressing the wrong button, but that's just me not being used to this game. And playing this right after I record NASCAR Heat 2 as well. So. But we are coming in this time. 2 tires, 1 can of fuel should be enough to get us to the end. And hopefully not lose too much time. It was 65 at Texas, so I'm going to assume it's going to be similar here.
Low on fuel.
Low on fuel, so I'm going to come in. Decent pit road entry. Very good pit road entry. Don't repair. Leave everything else as is. Right side tires only. That was a very good pit road entry according to my standards. We just gotta hope a caution doesn't come out because we did come in a lap before everybody else. But let's see what our pit crew can do. That was actually a really fast pit stop. But again, we're probably going to fall a lap down here. But I assume the majority of the field came in that time by. So we'll kind of get a good gauge on where we're going to be once we pass around this time by. Oh, that was a fast 2-tire pit stop for this day and age. So I'll take it. But let's see where we come out. We came in, what, like 20th? I can't even remember. But we're already pretty much back to where we were. It looks like everybody came in that time, so this is pretty much everybody here. Holy crap, we're almost going to be in the top 10. We are good on fuel, right? Yeah, we're good on fuel. We're 11th, guys. Let's get this top 10 and secure our sponsorship objective for the season. At a track that I was not expecting to secure such a thing. But that's probably not going to happen because I now remember we are super slow. But a top 15 is definitely reasonable. I'm going to let Hamilton go by so maybe we can draft with him a little bit. Nope. And we got Small coming behind. Stay in the draft here. Let's just try to keep a top 15 finish. We don't have many laps to go, so hopefully we can secure a top 15 finish. Oh, I pinched him down a little bit there. That was my fault. I'd like to stay ahead of Bickle because he's who we're with in the points right now. And it's close enough to where I could easily pass him in points by finishing ahead. 3 laps to go. Again, we're not fast, so the pit strategy definitely helped us. I think we might have hit on a good pit strategy at the 1.5 miles. But whether that works at the short tracks is to be determined. So again, I would like to stay ahead of Bickle, but we're just so slow at this point, I don't think we're going to have much of a choice. Because here comes McDonald. Is it McDonald or McDonald? I don't know. I would assume it's McDonald, but I don't really know. Do you just comment on my fastest lap or so? Oh, there's a wreck. There's a wreck. That was actually a lead lap guy. Oh, and Hamilton's slow. There's a couple guys slow. Small. Whoever this is slow. Oh, that was Bill Lester. I just completely murdered him. I didn't have much of a choice there. White flag is out, sponsored by NASCAR Dirt to Daytona. I don't know any of my other sponsors. I studied cake bread way too much. The leader has already crossed the finish line, so that's how far behind we were, folks. But let's stay ahead of Ken Schrader. That's a few points that I would like to have. But really, that was all a result of whatever happened there. With I just combined words again. A car on the track. Oh my gosh. I am the master of combining words, but it looks like Schrader's going to get around it. Hey, a top 15, I'll take it. I will take a top 15. Dennis Setzer wins over Norick and Crawford. Only 18 cars on the lead lap, so I'm glad we were finishing on the lead lap. We obviously kind of wrecked Bill Lester, but really couldn't do much about it. They were pinching me down. But overall good race. That'll be the last race of this episode. We'll see if we have enough money to make an upgrade or not. Again, we haven't had very rich races in this episode, so I don't think we will have any money. That's actually not a bad race. That was worth a lot more than last week. Let's see where we are in the point standings. We actually dropped, well, we're tied with Hamilton now, so we technically maintained, but we're ranked in 16th now. Moving on, can't do anything here. And 68,000 sounds like enough money to make an upgrade. I'm not quite sure what kind of upgrade we would like. I've mentioned getting a suspension upgrade. And we can afford a suspension upgrade. An aero upgrade might also be worth it, but we can't afford that. An exhaust also could be worth it, and that's actually the cheapest. We're going to take this exhaust upgrade. I think that's going to be worth it, considering our lack of speed at 1.5 miles currently. But it really doesn't make that much of a difference when you look at it. But it's going to be necessary. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. And if you want to see more content from ATF Gaming, be sure to hit that red subscribe button. It really means a lot to me. And I will see you in the next episode. Bye.